Alright, what's up there, YouTube? So today I'm recording this with my new to me Sony ZV E1 full frame camera. And this video today, it's not going to be real long, but it's something that I've been wanting to try, and I tried different things, and it's about the microphones. So you guys know I've got the Hohem Mic 01, and I've used this one on multiple occasions for different things. These are the little pocket microphone things that, you know, it's actually made for a cell phone, but you can use it for, you can connect it, the USB to the receiver and plug it into a GoPro, like an action camera, and it works with that, or it works with a cell phone, or you can even plug it into a power source and then run a line out and plug it into a camera, just like this camera. And then the other ones that I'm using is the DJI Mic 01, and that's this one here, the Mic 01 from the DJI Mic 2. Sorry, I said Mic 01. This is the Mic 01. This is the DJI Mic 2, the full-size DJI mic. That's the other one that I got and I tried, and I'll tell you the things that I like and didn't like about it. The other one's my trusty Comica. That's the one that I normally shoot with. You guys have normally heard me shoot and record with the Comica. And that's this one. I should have taken it out of the case. It's this one here. The Vimo C Comica mics that have the little receiver. And now the receivers on these, the receiver on this one, you have to use the line out, the output, in order to go to your camera. So you can't just, it doesn't have a hot shoe or any USB-C or anything. So this is the other one, the Mic 01, the DJI, and finally the newest one that I got is the Saramonic. The Saramonic set is just like the DJI, but it comes, the particular one I got comes with 2 transmitters, 1 receiver. What did I bump here? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, 2 transmitters, 1 receiver. So I'm going to tell you the pluses and minuses about these that I found so far in my testing, and the things that I like and dislike about it. Now I'm also using just the onboard mic with directional, so it can tell if I'm in front of it, behind it, or whatever. So I'm not gonna get behind it much, and I'm not gonna shoot. I'm gonna walk over there. The reason why I'm shooting in this area is I'm gonna walk over there on the other side of my pool, way over there, with the microphones, and see how they sound, how they pick up. The biggest test today is gonna be between the DJI Mic 02, which is the newest one, and the Saramonic. So the thing with these, the Saramonic and the DJI, they both record locally 32-bit float internally. So you don't actually need to use a receiver. Let me set this stuff down. Let me set this stuff down and start the discussion here. So first, let me get with the elephant in the room. So let's first go with the issues I have with the DJI. So on the Sony ZV E1, there's a top-mounted hot shoe, the MI shoe. And what you can do is you can take these, you can buy this little adapter. It's a little hot shoe adapter. So underneath this little cover, I'll put this in my pocket real quick. Underneath this little cover is the hot shoe adapter. See it right there? So this little hot shoe adapter. And what it does is you put the Mic 01, or DJI Mic 02. You take the little cover off the back of it. It's got a little cover. You take it off. Make sure this is pointed down where you can see it. All right. And then this slides onto this hot shoe like this. All right. And then on a Sony camera, you have a hot shoe adapter on the top, and you can slide this MI2 into the hot shoe adapter. I was pointing it the wrong way. And it connects. And then the wireless mic goes directly into the hot shoe adapter. Let me walk over there and show it. So the hot shoe adapter, this goes in here and connects onto the directly in the camera, so you don't have to connect a wire, and you don't actually have to have power on this, but it powers the RX receiver. The problem with this with the DJI is right away this bump is too big and it hits the cage. So not only can you not flip it around to where you can see the screen from the front, but it also, this hits the cage. So if you're using a small rig cage, you can't use the adapter. Now, and I'm bringing this up because I'm thinking, well, okay, but just take the cage off and then you can use that. Yeah, that's true. You could take the cage off, or you could modify the cage. You could cut a hole in it or do whatever you wanted to do. You know, take a saw or cut a hacksaw or something, hacksaw a little bit of the cage off, grind it down, paint it black. You wouldn't be able to tell. And here's the part that makes this better. Saramonic also has a hot shoe adapter for their microphone. And here's the Saramonic. You take the Saramonic out. This looks exactly the same as the DJI, doesn't it? I mean, it's literally they copied the DJI. But the Saramonic also has a hot shoe adapter. And the Saramonic hot shoe adapter, you put it like this. Let's see if I can get it on here. It twists on. There. It twists on like that. It clips on. Then it folds over. But the difference is the Saramonic hot shoe adapter is even with the end. So it fits on even with the cage on. Look, the Saramonic, boom, it's in there. And now I'm recording my audio. I'm not recording the audio from there. But let's take one of these out. Put this in my pocket. Turn this on, and now I should have audio. Yes. All right, so anyway, so here's the receiver, and now it has noise cancellation. It's got a record button so you can record directly onto the receiver. 32-bit, just like the DJI. It's white, but I don't really care. But the important thing is it goes right directly into the camera, and I don't have to take the cage off to do it. So unlike the DJI, this thing works like that. Works perfect. So let me walk over here and get the microphone off of my thing over here and put the microphone on it. So I got my coffee here. So you can clip this microphone directly to your shirt. It's got a little magnet on the back of it. So you can just put this little thing here, stick a magnet and stick it on your shirt like this down here if you wanted to. Or you can do what I normally do with my microphones, is I put it someplace else and I plug in a microphone to it. So boom, microphone's plugged in. Stick this thing somewhere else. We'll just put it down here by my pocket and then clip the microphone up here on my shirt. There, microphone's now on my shirt, so you don't see the microphone, the white microphone thing, because it's down here in my pocket. So this Saramonic receiver is down here in my pocket. All right. I thought, let's just go with white, because who cares? You're not going to see it anyway. and it's going to be in my pocket or whatever. So I'm just going to clip it on the side here so that it is exposed, so you can make sure we still hear it. And let's do a distance test. Now I got to tell you something else about this microphone. So when I bought this from Amazon, I bought this with my own money. I didn't. They're not sponsored. This video isn't sponsored anyway. But Saramonic, I bought this on Amazon. The first one I got came just like this. That's it. No box. It was wrapped in a piece of plastic, and this was it. The two receivers, two transmitters, the receiver, a couple of these the USB-C and Lightning adapter little things, and that's it. It's supposed to come in a box, and it's also supposed to come with a pouch that has the antenna. This thing has like an antenna that goes on it and extends the range. Wind muffs for the microphones. There's little wind muffs that go in here, and it covers up because the microphone's on the top. Little wind muffs that go on them. It's supposed to come with audio cables, a USB cable, USB-C cable to charge them, a little split USB-C cable, and a USB-C cable to plug in from here to the whatever it is to charge the charging case. Nothing. It just came with this. So I was like, okay, it's missing parts. Somebody took it out of the box. So I sent a message to Amazon. I sent the thing to do a return because it was missing stuff. So a week later, the return comes in, whatever, it's 3 or 4 days later, and it's in a box. I'm like, sweet, there's the Saramonic box. I open it up, and all that's in it again is this. And one little piece of paper, little diagram, and it looks like somebody had opened the box was already open. It wasn't taped closed. So the pouch with the accessories was missing again. So I go online, I'm like, well, let me return this one again. And I went to do it, and since it was charged 0 because it was a replacement, I had to return the other one first. And so this was a 0. I was like, well, I was just irritated. I was like, okay, fine, I'll return the other one, and then I'll return this one again and get another. And so finally I was like, let me just call them and see if they can send me just the pouch, because I got everything but the pouch and the accessories. So I called up Amazon, and they basically just gave me this for free. It's not for free. I'm still missing the parts is the problem. So now I have to contact Saramonic, or I have to buy another one. So it's just still a hassle, but I got this basically for free from Amazon. Anyway, let's do a range test real quick. And most videos like this is gonna be like this far away. Like maybe here, right? So like if I'm walking like maybe this distance would be about what you would have for a wireless microphone setup. And it's going from this Purple Panda Lav. The options that you have with these is you can buy just the two. On the Saramonic, you can buy the 2 transmitters and the 1 receiver with the case and the battery thing for like $269. And it comes with a pouch, supposed to, and an antenna and the wind muffs. Or you can spend $299 and you get 2 lavs. And there's a white version and a black version. That's the 2 differences. The $269 for black or $269 for white, same price, no lavs. Or with 2 lavs, $299. Sorry about that. Camera turned off, I didn't even notice. Well, I'd never set the temperature to high, so it was still set to low. So it got hot out here in the sun, and it's a little windy, but this is the ZV E1. On long form recordings, you have to turn it to high. This is a longer recording. Not too long, but a little bit longer. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. So that's the 2 kits. I don't need the lavs because I have Purple Pandas, but for the people that have Purple Pandas, that's what this video is for. So you can see what it sounds like with a Purple Panda and the distance. So I'm going to walk all the way over there and see what this sounds like. So I'm walking all the way back, facing away from me. I'm going around this screen because I want some stuff in my way. Now, supposedly what it is water in the way. So a human being is water, and the receiver's down here on my side, so it should still be picking it up. So now I'm all the way on the far side. Oh, you can't see me. Okay, I'm all the way on the far side of the pool, and I'm way over here, and I don't know if you can hear me. So let's walk all the way back. This is like worst case scenario, the furthest I can walk and go. So here's the other thing I wanted to talk about. There is one other thing that the DJI does that the Saramonic doesn't. It connects directly to this Osmo Action 4 without the receiver. So on the DJI, there's a setting on this camera. You can go to wireless mic, and if you have the DJI Mic 02, you can just plug it in and it works. Or not plug it in. You can turn this on and connect it Bluetooth to this camera and not have to use the transmitter. So you can clip this on and it'll wirelessly go to this. Here's the thing though. Most of the time, my action camera is here or 2 feet in front of me. I'm not shooting long distance with an action camera where I would need a wireless microphone. So that's number one. Number two, if I did need that, all I have to do is plug in the USB-C on this camera to the receiver from the Saramonic, plug it right into here, and now it's transmitting the Saramonic into this camera. So you can still do it without having this built in. So I thought that was going to be a pretty good idea, like a really good thing for me to have. And I thought that was my first impression was, oh, if I get the DJI, that's why I bought the DJI first. And the other thing is for I think it's $269 for the DJI, it's or $240 or something like that. If you get the DJI with just the one microphone, you're trying to save some money, right? So you buy this with just the receiver, like one transmitter, one receiver. I'm not doing interviews with two people with microphones. Maybe I am, but I just didn't happen to be. And it was more for a content creator, single person recording with a microphone, right? So I thought, okay, all I need is the one. So if you get the one, this is what you get. You get this little pouch. You don't get the battery case. The battery case is extras. It comes only with the two. And the one with the two and the battery case is like 300 and something. So basically you get this little pouch that has a place for this little pouch thing, this DJI pouch. That is a place for this mic, the receiver, some cables, and a wind muff, the windsock for this. And that's it. You don't get a battery pack. You have to sync these separately. They don't automatically connect to the receiver. So if you have the battery case for these, when you pull this out and pull the transmitter out, it automatically connects because it's in the battery case. It connects together. With this, it doesn't. You have to manually connect this to the transmitter. It's not a huge deal, but this is kind of a huge deal because it just comes with this little cheesy pouch. And it's almost the same price as this one that comes with two transmitters and one receiver and a battery case. It's just like $20 more for the Saramonic with another microphone and everything. So the Saramonic's a much better deal than the DJI. The DJI is a good mic, but don't get me wrong, it's not a bad microphone, but it's just not worth, to me, the price difference between the Saramonic and the DJI. Now this, so far, since I turned this on, this has all been recorded with the Saramonic. And I'm not recording the 32-bit float. I'm not recording directly to the thing. I'm just doing it wirelessly so that you can see what it sounds like wirelessly. Now I'm about to take this off and do the DJI also, and do the DJI wirelessly, but I have to take the cage off to do it, to hook up the DJI with the thing. So I'm going to do that right now, and then you guys can see what that looks like. Okay, so now the DJI mic is connected to my Purple Panda, and it's connected to the back of the camera. It's automatic, which is really nice, really handy. So far, what I can tell, I wish the ZV E1 screen was brighter. Now I see what they're talking about. So outside, that screen is quite dim on the ZV E1. But you know what? It's okay. It's all right because I've got a monitor that I can plug into it, and I can set up a monitor if I'm doing outdoor stuff with a little screen protector, and it's really bright, so I can use that if I needed to for something like this. But all I'm doing is trying to see where I am in the frame, so it's not the end of the world. Anyway, so this is the DJI. This is the DJI Mic 02, right? Is that Mic 2? DJI Mic 2? I think that's what it is. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, the other thing about the DJI is the little magnet, the magnet thing, it has DJI on both sides of it. The little magnet thing that goes on the back of it. So if you clip this on your shirt or something, the magnet shows and it's got DJI written on it. So if you have this on the inside and it's clipped, then you still see the DJI logo on the magnet. I like that the Saramonic's just a white magnet. So you don't, all you see is a little white square. You can hide that almost instantly with anything. So this is not recording internally. I didn't start the recording. I don't have it set up that way because I'm returning it. And I'm returning it because the Saramonic seems like just a better deal. So I'm just going to do the same exact walk I did earlier. We're not doing a distance test or anything like that. Let me see. Yeah. We're not doing a distance test or anything like that. All we're doing is I'm just trying to see how this works, how it sounds, and connected right up. Now, having to take the cage off, all that extra step is a pain in the ass. And I'll tell you why, because sometimes I'll have this camera mounted on the gimbal, on the DJI Ronin, the little RS4. I've got that, and it does the tracking and all that stuff. And that's the whole reason why I didn't want a wire coming off of the things, because I don't want more wires and stuff that can unbalance the camera on the gimbal. So having the MI hot shoe thing plug in is a super handy feature to not have that other stuff. Having this on the hot shoe feature is really handy to not have a cable hanging out, another cable hanging out of your thing going into your camera. So you can just plug it on, boom, it's got power, it's working, it's recording directly, perfect. That's why I liked it. That's why I liked the DJI, and that's why I picked it up initially. And then it didn't fit, and I saw the Saramonic, and I saw that it also had one of those shoes, so that's why we are where we are right now, and that's why I'm talking to you guys about it. So let me walk over there, and same place I did earlier, and see how this works. So here I go. Oh, the banana tree is doing pretty good. That one's short. That one's doing good. I got to trim the banana trees up a little bit. Anyway, I'm walking past my lilac tree. All the way over here to the far side of the pool. I got to get my tires and put them in the thing. Anyway, here I am, far side of the pool. Same spot I was in earlier, over here. And just as a reference, here we go. This is also connecting the Purple Panda directly to the transmitter, the DJI, and that's it. So let's see how this works. You guys tell me what you think in the comment below. You know, comment below and let me know what you think. I think the Saramonic sounded clearer in every example I had. Also, the Saramonic seemed to sound a little bit clearer, a little bit less. It was a little bit had more clarity on the high end, but the DJI of the three, between the Rode, whatever, the little mic 2 or whatever, that little mic that the Rode has, the wireless little square boxes, between that one, this one, and the DJI, that one actually has the least amount of noise and the best sound, but it's not as convenient. And it doesn't have the hot shoe adapter, and it doesn't have several other features that these mics have. So when you compare the two that have those features that I really like, I'm willing to give up a small amount of clarity or noise reduction or whatever to be able to have the best of the other two. And this one, the Saramonic, seems to be the best of the other two. So let me know what you guys think in the comment below. Or is having this connected directly to the Osmo a bigger deal? And it also connects to the Osmo, the Pocket. So it also connects to that, which is also handy. But that you're holding in your hand. You're literally right here like this is. I'm recording this audio directly on this on my action camera, but my mouth is 3 inches from it. I don't need a wireless mic for this. So the point of the wireless mic is so that you can set your camera here, and I can be over here doing something, and you can hear me from 5 or 8 feet away or 10 feet away. Or if you're like me, a wedding shooter, a wedding videographer, and I don't shoot wedding and events, having a wireless mic that I can put in, it'll start recording immediately, put it in, put the lav mic on the groom, and now it's recording there locally, and it records to the camera. So if they are in distance of the camera, it's recording directly. It's easy to sync. The Saramonic also includes time code, which the DJI doesn't do. But it's easy to sync, and it's easy to keep in sync with the camera, and it also records. See, that was the biggest issue I had with the Hohem Mic 01 was I thought it was gonna, when it was plugged into the action camera, I thought I had it on, and I thought, okay, it's recording directly to the mic as a backup, but only if it's in range of the thing. So once you get out of range, it stopped recording. So in other words, these little microphones, if I hit record on this, it starts recording whether or not it's connected to the receiver. So it doesn't matter. You can actually use this as a miniature recorder also, and it's 32-bit and it's tiny. So you can use this as a miniature online recorder and not even use it wirelessly. While the Hohem Mic 01, you can't. If it's not connected to the transmitter, it's not recording on the little thing. So in other words, my mistake was I started recording on the camera. I saw that it was recording the audio. I walked away from the camera and put the mic on the groom, and it turned off because it stopped syncing with the camera, with the receiver. It stopped syncing with it, so it stopped recording on the remote. What's the point if it's not going to record if it drops out? That's the whole point. If it drops out for any period of time, it's supposed to continue to record on the local thing. So it's only good if it drops out for a split second, like if it just has static. It's not good if it loses the connection completely, because after a few seconds or whatever, whatever random length of time it is, it stops recording if it's not getting a signal. So I don't understand why that even does that. Just make it where it records. If I hit record button, it should just record and not stop recording. And if it connects to the receiver, it connects and it starts doing it. Anyway, that's the video. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Do you like the DJI Mic 2 or the Saramonic? Which one do you guys prefer? Oh well, I'm going to keep the Saramonic anyway, so